Welcome to Akihabara, the camera center of the photography capital of Japan. This is our first episode of Photography Japan, and we welcome you all in this beautiful country. Program is created for people who are interested in photography and the nation of Japan. We are living and working here in Japan, so we have the privilege to show the beauty of this country while we all improve in our photography. We thank you for joining us. Go ahead and watch this episode as we have a lot for you. First, Naomi has braved the chilly winds of the Pacific Ocean and went to Iwaki Seaside in Fukushima. And he has some tips for you in buying your first camera gear on the photography on a budget. We will go undercover as we walk inside our most preferred and probably the best camera store in Japan with a hidden camera. Next on our Photography On-site, I will be taking you to Matsumoto, Nagano to photograph this ancient feudal castle. And finally, on Uniquely Japan, we take you to the city of Konosu as we see the biggest pyramid of Japanese dolls in celebration of the Japanese Doll Festival. So hang on to your seats, get your snacks as we roll our first episode of Photography Japan.
So you're ready to get onto photography, and maybe you're thinking that one day it will become your trade or maybe just a hobby. Now let us find ways for you to get onto photography without spending a fortune. Though some of our advices may be localized here in our setting in Japan, I think and I believe that it will be the same in your country. So feel free to create the connections. In buying a camera, you have to consider your budget. It is advisable not to buy the latest and the greatest cameras out there because they are the most expensive. Now, in finding the budget options for buying a camera, you have to have a guideline so you can follow and decide which one is the best fit for your budget. How much are you willing to appropriate for your body or lenses? And perhaps some of the accessories that you may need, like tripods or flash. Now, depending on the photography that you're going to pursue, you may need some accessories. For example, if you are into portrait or fashion photography, it will be necessary for you to buy some prime lenses, some strobe lights or flashes. My advice is that you pursue the photography that is close to your heart so that you can concentrate all your efforts and budget on it. Research for the camera that you're going to need. Now, you can search online, watch videos of reviews of these cameras, or visit camera stores. When you visit camera stores, you get the pamphlets of each camera. Take them home, study them, weigh the pros and cons of each before you decide. It will also help if you know someone who is into photography and you can ask for advice. However, there is a caveat for this. Some photographers may be pushing for the camera brand that they're using because somehow they would like to prove that their brand is the best. So be careful with that. You can visit used camera shops, or in case here in Japan, recycle shops for cameras. And you can find budget-friendly options there that are well maintained, and of course, they're in low price. You have to time your purchases perfectly. Periodically, camera stores have their sales like the Black Friday sale, Christmas sale, New Year sale, or whatever it is in your country. Sometimes the camera store actually lower their prices quite a bit that you can get the best deal out of your money. Don't buy your first gear on an online auction. I have heard several horror stories on purchases online, so be careful with that, or you may end up spending more for repairs or buying another one. For buying some hardware accessories like tripod stands, you can go visit your surplus store or recycle store, whatever it is called in your country. You might find good bargains there, like this one. This is a tripod I bought for only less than $10, and I've been using it for more than 2 years and still working properly and no problems at all. So try it. Don't overwatch these YouTubers who are pushing for the best, the most expensive, the newest cameras out there. The tendency of you to feel bad for yourself that you are not able to buy what those corporate mouthpieces say as the best will be much greater. Remember that the person behind the camera is the most important part in photography. Nurture this person and he can probably create amazing works of art even with the most mundane equipment. In buying camera bags, don't dwell on the name of the most popular brands out there. They're the most expensive. But you can find actually bargain prices of no-name brands but good quality bags. Just look for them and it will spare you a lot of money. Don't overbuy accessories. There will be a tendency that you will be influenced by other photographers to purchase a lot of accessories because you see them using those accessories. And truly, it might not be important for you. So you have to be able to identify the most important and necessary accessories that you need in your photography and concentrate your purchases in them. And then finally, when you're able to purchase your gear, it is time for you to get out there and try it. Use it. Stop looking for another one. Make the best of what is in your hand. Take good pictures out of it. Now you will notice that you will become a good photographer when you are taking less and less bad shots.
Quite a number of tips there if you are about to begin your photography life on a budget. Subscribe as we will be giving you more tips about photography in the coming episodes.
This is Camera Kitamura. This is probably the largest photography chain in all of Japan. I think this is the best shop for photography, so let's get inside. Camera Kitamura resells used cameras, which undoubtedly, through experience, offers the best price in all the used camera outlets here. Now these shelves contain the normal products, while on this one, as the premium ones, they categorize as A or AB, which is like new. And you can see here there is a drone there, and if you take a couple of steps, you will see more of the normal category B products. We have bodies, zoom lenses, prime lenses, and all are with 6 months warranty. I have purchased a few products from here in their category B, and one of them is the Lumix G9, which is working perfectly well. And of course, we have some lenses here. We have the zoom lenses for the Nikon and some of the primes. I all got from here, and they're working properly. Moving further, we will arrive at the new ones. These are the mid-range camera. We have a Nikon Z5 here, CFC APS-Cs, and from the Canon M line. And on the other side, we have the Sony's APS-C, and then we are now at the Canon Professional series. It's quite long, the Canon, because they still display some of their DSLRs. And here are long lenses. And now we are at the Sony premium ones. And this is the Olympus. I'm still calling them Olympus, although they have changed their name to OM Systems. And these are their lenses. It's quite expensive if you buy the new ones. And these are Micro Four Thirds cameras. We own some Micro Four Thirds cameras also. And we still have the D780 displayed for the Nikon, and they have their lenses there. But most of the displayed are already on the mirrorless side. We have the C6 II. Oh, the C7 is no longer available in this. And then of course, we have some lenses. And now I think this is the Pentax area. But up there are lenses for the Lumix G series. We have a new Lumix G9 on display and an announcement for G86. Now if you look further, we have a studio here, then of course the costumes that you can rent. This display is showcasing the inks for printers, and of course photo papers if you're printing your photos. And on this side are frames for pictures, different kinds of frames from glass to paper to wood frames, all available here. It's quite pricey if you think of it, but you can see the quality and the build of this things are good. Now on this are showcase of products that they also give. You can print t-shirts, bags, everything, mugs with your photos on it. These are photo albums. You can buy this here. Everything is available at a very reasonable price. And these are the printing stations where you can just sit and put on your SD cards and print your photos, get the receipt, and wait for your photos to be printed. Now if you watch our previous videos, we use this hub on Camera Kitamura outlet in the same city that we are in, but a different shop. So we use this hub to print our picture in comparison of the Nikon Z50 and the Fujifilm X-S10 during our trip at Nomata. So this is quite easy to use and very handy, very accessible to everyone. And this part are the camera bags and other pouches that you can use for your gear. Now these are also available on their online, and actually some of their online bags are better because they don't display everything here. You can order online and receive them at the stores. As we walk, we have the SD cards, CFC cards here. It's quite expensive in this place. That's the problem. We have also the point and shoot cameras here showcased on the shelves. We also have a drone and an action camera here available. Camera Kitamura shops are basically everywhere in Japan. Every town has it, and not all products are displayed on each of the shop, but you can check their online services and you can order the products that you like and receive it on the shop that is very close to you free of charge. Now we have some maintenance things here. If you lose your cap, and some cleaning tools also for maintenance of your cameras. We have some filters for sale. On the other side we have tripods, monopods, but these are for beginners. Most of their tripods are sold on their website, and we are looking further here. We have a special shelf here near the cashier. They are things that are on sale, so there are discounts there. On sale, it says. Still quite expensive, but yeah, much lower than the display price. On this corner is an area for bloggers, so we have microphones, lighting systems, tripods. Now on the table there, further back, is the camera exchange center. Not all Kitamura camera has camera exchange center where your old camera can be assessed and priced if you wanted to trade it in for a new one, and then you can have them assessed from here, and you will have discounts if you buy a new camera from them. So it's quite a good system. I think that's it for our hidden camera tour around Camera Kitamura on a basic Kitamura shop here near our city. Though it is always available, I always go to their website and then order things and then get this from this store.
We have visited and purchased a number of items in different stores in Japan, but we found that Camera Kitamura has the best prices and they are the most accessible.
We are bringing you back in time as we visit one of the most interesting photography sites in Nagano Prefecture. Let us visit the Matsumoto Castle. Matsumoto Castle is located in the center of Matsumoto City in Nagano Prefecture, a mountainous province of the Japanese archipelago. This castle is one of Japan's treasures and among the most popular in the country due to its rich historical value. After a few minutes walk from the bus stop, we reach the compound of the feudal palace, and immediately, if you are a photographer, you will feel the urge of unholstering your camera and push the shutter. This is what we felt when we first came here in this place. Let me just tell you about some of the reasons why this is such a good subject for photography. First, it is beautifully made, showcasing and preserving the Japanese architectural skills during the olden days. Speaking of the old days, the history of this castle goes back to year 1504 to 1520. This castle is also known as the Crow Castle because of its black interior color, unlike the white-colored castles in Shimane and Osaka. Though this castle has burned and eroded due to its age, it was rebuilt in a manner where everything is the way it was originally constructed, all with wood. The moat is also preserved, at least it would have looked, thus making your potential shots more interesting. This castle is also a very good subject for beginners as they can practice their craft here, as the building offers potential hundreds of angles that anyone can try. In our visit here, it took all our hours in the afternoon to shoot different angles of the building, and that is only the moat-facing part. It took us the next day to be able to go inside to take some videos. You can visit this castle at any season, and it would look good whether it would be with flowers or snow, sunny or cloudy. It will make your photos look good. Of course, that is if you know the basic at least. Naomi and I just walked around to shoot every angle and every compositions that we can make, and it was really fun. The only downside of shooting this building is that it is a popular site. If you come here during a holiday, getting a composition without any people may be quite a challenge. So we suggest that you visit this on a Monday if you can. However, this is still not a guarantee. The other thing is that because Matsumoto is quite a progressive modern city, the skyline is not free from telecommunication towers and buildings. That is why it is frustrating sometimes to compose, as you will be including some of the modern buildings in your background. Though you can clone them out in post, it is still really annoying. Generally, I would suggest that you go inside a castle to experience how it is inside a well-preserved wooden castle during the feudal time. You can try to get some shots, but it would be on a lesser importance. So, if you want to visit the Matsumoto Castle, be sure to stay here at least for 2 days to maximize the photographic opportunity that it offers.
I hope you enjoyed my mini presentation of the Matsumoto Castle. Always watch our upcoming episode as we will be taking you on site with us.
We are here at the city of Konosu inside the mall, and we are going to witness one of the unique traditions here in Japan. It's called the Hina Matsuri, or a doll festival. It's a celebration of the life of the girls, and it's also a traditional way to do prayers for the good fortune of the girls, small girls. And in this mall, is one of the most unusual celebrations of this festival. It has the biggest pyramids of this Hina, or Japanese dolls, that is displayed just downstairs. Now this pyramid is well adorned with really intricately made Japanese dolls. It's like demonstrating the hierarchy of the emperor's family, and they are all well dressed, well made, and it's really very beautiful. If you look at it, it's almost like human-like, but only miniature. And also, I think there is 1,800 dolls from the first floor going up there. And down there at the first floor are some of ornaments like a sword, a carriage, and everything that is really traditionally Japanese. It's very unusual to see it like this, but it is really amazing. I'm gonna take pictures from this angle. The only thing that I am not convinced with is the fact that this display is inside the shopping mall. Getting a clean shot is a challenge. As I came closer, I realized that the figures are actually members of the royal households. From servants to warriors to cooks, they are intricately fashioned according to their positions. I can figure out that some can be identifiable because of the tools they are holding in their hands. Now this guy here has a bamboo rake, which is used for gardening. There is a pan here, dustpan or something. This is a broom. And some here are looking like, I don't know about these guys, but they have the headgear for religious purposes. And here are samurai warriors. One with a sword, and they both have actually this bow and arrows with them. Here are looking like princess or prince, some elderly, and you can see the uniforms or the costumes of each are different. Now looking back at this other group with tools, most probably these are servants. These are another set of warriors, and children, maybe princesses with them. Another warrior there, younger one. Now these ladies are undoubtedly musicians because they're carrying drums. Now if you go up higher and you can see these beautiful ladies, they look like they are, if you consider the western view of it, like ladies in waiting. And this looks like the emperor himself, surrounded with these beautiful ladies. And of course on his left side is the empress with the headgear there. And this is looking like the center of power and the side of the pyramid. This level seems to look like the level of nobles, and you can see here are older individuals with younger apprentice, which is usually the case during the olden days. You see the beards and the mustaches are too long and so white, but the dress is just like really golden silk. It means that they are among the rich ones. Now you look at this, they look really traditionally well uniformed with their silks, but then if you came here, something is like out of place. I don't know, this came from the 21st century and it's just funny that they put it. Now these are very different because they are dolls looking like babies, and they are put inside bamboos. There are the huge dolls of the emperor and the empress, which also has a headgear. So let's look at this doll. Can you see the wrinkles on the face? Now let's see this old warrior. You see the long beard and the details in the face is just amazing. You can see the wrinkles and look at the arrows. And then I changed to a longer zoom lens, the 50 to 230 millimeter, part of the kit lens of the Fujifilm X-S10, and we can see here the upper levels which we could not reach with a smaller lens. As you can see here, we still have lots and lots of details up above. We are not sure why these people are, or these dolls are up there. This is almost at the top, but if we go up even more, as you can see here, there are elders here with mustache. Konosu City is well known for its doll artisans anyway. They specialize in making these Japanese dolls, which are traditionally displayed at homes. These dolls maybe are great souvenirs if you visit Japan, but bear in mind that they are a little pricey. This city is about an hour away from Tokyo when you take the train from Shinjuku or from Tokyo Station. And going up and up the pyramids, you can see here still figures. And nearing the top, you can see here this is the emperor and the empress. This is the empress and this is the emperor and empress again. Up on the top, on the rooftop. That was the west side. Now let's look at the south side. Looking up on the top is the emperor himself. So on the south side, you can see on the top, facing south is the emperor. And now we are at the east side, and now we see that the empress is also the one facing on the east side. Now finally on the north side, we can see the emperor here sitting looking at the north of the pyramid. Without the zoom lens, we would not have discovered this.
We learned that the Hinamatsuri has its origins with the Japanese religion. It has become a preserved culture, and surely it will be treasured as a tradition uniquely in Japan. So that's it for our first episode. If you are interested in photography and everything about Japan, subscribe to our channel. Like this video and share it to your friends and family. We thank you for watching, and we encourage you to go out there and capture the beauty of your world.